Greetings students. In this module we will continue with our numericals of Newton's second law of motion. So we have already discussed few of the numericals. These are the numericals given in your NCERT textbook as a in-text question after the theoretical discussion of Newton's second law of motion. So we will continue with our numericals. So we will follow the same pattern, which is what is given and what we have to find out. So first read the statement, a force of 5 Newton. So in the very first line, the force is given 5 Newton, gives a mass m1. Mass is given m1, an acceleration of 10 meter per second square. So a1, rather than writing this mass because it is given in the form of m1, don't write it. So give an acceleration of 10 meter per second square a1 to a mass of m1 कि कोई ऑब्जेक्ट है उसका मास कितना है m1, उसको एक्सेलरेशन कितना मिल रहा है 10 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर व्हेन फोर्स ऑफ 5 न्यूटन इज अप्लाइड. सेकंड केस इज एंड ए मास m2. फोर्स हम उतना ही लगा रहे हैं सेकंड केस में भी. फर्स्ट केस में ये हो गया. In the second case, mass is now m2, acceleration is 20 meter per second square. So there are two cases कि दो ऑब्जेक्ट हैं, एक का मास m1 है, एक का मास m2 है. दोनों के ऊपर हम सेम फोर्स लगा रहे हैं 5 न्यूटन. तो फर्स्ट m1 वाले के ऊपर फोर्स लगाते, देन इट अचीव एन एक्सीलरेशन ऑफ 10 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर. मास m2 के ऊपर लगाते, इट अचीव एन एक्सीलरेशन ऑफ 20 मीटर पर सेकंड square. So what acceleration would it give if both the masses are tied together? कि मतलब ये क्या बोल रहा है कि एक मास है, ये दूसरा मास है. On first when we apply the 5 Newton, on second when we apply the 5 Newton, it achieve an acceleration of 10 meter per second square. The second one achieve the acceleration of 20 meter per second square. अब वो क्या बोल रहा है, दोनों मासेस को इकट्ठा कर दो 1 2. इन दोनों के ऊपर हम कितना फोर्स लगा रहे हैं 5 न्यूटन. सो आफ्टर टाइम टुगेदर टोटल मास इज m1 प्लस m2. सो फर्स्ट वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट द वैल्यू ऑफ m1 एंड m2. सो हाउ वी कैन कैलकुलेट द वैल्यू ऑफ m1 एंड m2 बाय अप्लाइंग द न्यूटन सेकंड लॉ. in the second case f, because value of force is same, that's why I am writing only f. You can also write f1 f2, but both the cases the value of force is same. So now f is 5, m1 acceleration is 10. So now m1 is 5 by 10, 1 by 2 kilogram. So m1 is 1 by 2 kilogram. Similarly for this 5 m2 into a2 is 20. So m2 is equal to 5 by 20. So m2 is equal to 1 by 4 kilogram. Now in the third case, the same amount of force 5 Newton is applied, but now new condition is we have to take the total mass into acceleration. That is the third case. So in this, what we have to calculate the acceleration when they are tied together. So tied together mean total mass. So F is same 5 Newton. Total mass is, what is the value of m1? 1 by 2, m2 1 by 4. So 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 into a3. 5 is equal to, you can solve this, 4 2 plus 1 into a3. So 5 is equal to 3 by 4 a3. By rearranging 20 into 3a3, a3 will be equal to 20 by 3. When you solve this, it will be 6.6 meter per second square. So I hope this numerical is clear to everyone. But there are two conditions. When a force of 5 Newton is applied on an object, whose mass is m1. It achieve an acceleration of 10 meter per second. इसका मास कितना है m1, इसका मास कितना है m2. So when 5 Newton force is applied on the object whose mass is m1, it achieve an acceleration of 10 meter per second square. When 5 Newton force is applied on an object whose mass is m2, it achieve an acceleration of 20 meter per second square. What they are asking, when both the masses are combined and the same 5 Newton force is applied on the combination of mass, what acceleration it would achieve. So first we have to calculate m1 and m2. So by the expression f is equal to ma, two values are given, third one we have to calculate. So by this we can calculate m1 and m2. Then again we will apply the Newton's second law, but in this case to the total mass m1 plus m2. And after solving you will get the acceleration 6.6 meter per second square. So I hope this numerical is clear to everyone. Now you can take the screenshot of this solution and can write in your notebook. Next is numerical number 2. It is also given in your book. So for the graph, I have drawn a rough graph here. So for the more clear graph, you can follow your NCERT book. So how to solve the questions related to the graph? So first we will read the statement. The graph is given, the velocity time graph. It is given in centimeter per second. Velocity time, velocity on y, time on x-axis. So what is given? The velocity time graph of a ball of mass 20 grams. So mass is given 20 grams. So first I will convert it into kilogram. That will be 0.02 kilogram. Moving along a straight line on a long table is given above. So how much does the table exert? How much force does the table exert on the ball to bring it to the rest? क्योंकि वो कितना फोर्स लगाएगा कि बॉल जो है वो टेबल के ऊपर रोल करना क्या हो जाए, रुक जाए. मीन्स फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स they are asking. Except mass which is written here, nothing is given. Why? Because everything except the mass is given in the graph. So this is the 0 point. This is the point 0 at which the velocity is 0, the time is 0. If the time is 0, at that point of time, when time is 0, the velocity of the ball is 20 centimeter per second. So what is this initial velocity? Initial velocity is given 20 centimeter per second. So first I will convert this into meter per second. Meter per second, it will be 0.2. It is 20, yes, 0.2 meter per second. So at time t is, when time t is 0, the velocity is initial. Now force is applied, the ball stops. So ये initial velocity है, that started to decrease. At this point of time the velocity reaches the 0. कि start उसने किससे किया? 20 मीटर सेंटीमीटर पर सेकंड से, और फाइनली उसकी वेलोसिटी कितनी हो गई? 0. So final velocity as per the graph is 0 meter per second. And this is the time axis. Starting उसने 0 सेकंड से की, और कब उसकी वेलोसिटी 0 हो गई? After 10 seconds. So time is 10 seconds. So what they are asking, how much force does the table exert? कि उसको बॉल को रोकने के लिए कितना फोर्स लगाए? The force we have to calculate. So force is equal to mass v minus u by t. Now put these values. We have already converted mass into kilogram. 0.02. Final velocity is 0. Initial velocity is here 0.2. The time is 10 seconds. So f is equal to 0.02 multiplied by minus sign को मैं आगे लेके आ रहा हूँ, because 0 minus 0.2 0.2. So 0.2 divided by 10. So when you solve this, it will be near about, we will solve it 0. We will remove the decimal point. 2 divided by 100 into 2 divided by 10 into 10. So this 10 is for the second, this 100 is for this 2 decimal point, this 10 is for 1 decimal point. So that will be 4 divided by 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 0. So it will be 0.0004 Newton, and that will be your minus. So minus 0.0004 Newton. So this is the minus sign. So minus sign indicates the opposite force. Opposite means opposite to the flow of motion of ball on that particular table. तो बॉल जो टेबल के ऊपर रोल कर रही है वो रुक जाएगी. रुकने के लिए कौन सा फोर्स रिस्पॉन्सिबल होता है? फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स, एंड इट इज इन माइनस साइन. तो माइनस साइन हमारा क्यों आया? एज यू कैन नो, जीरो माइनस किया हमने तो माइनस आएगा सारी जगह पे. ऑल्सो है, एंड दिस इज द 0.0004 Newton is the frictional force exerted by the table on the ball so that it will stop. So now you can write, take a screenshot. So I hope everything is clear about these few numericals based upon the Newton's second law of motion. If you still have any query, you can write in the comment section, but you have to write the numerical in your fair notebook after the theoretical part of Newton's second law of motion. So thank you, students.